Yo, what is up, guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel, your source for on point and no hype reviews. We're back again, everybody. We're back with another fragrance review right here, guys, on my lovely day off. And today I will be talking about an Argos fragrance that I have been anticipating ever since I found out about its release. And I have been testing it now for more than a week, so I cannot wait to tell you guys my no hype breakdown on this latest Argos fragrance with a really cool name, really cool concept, and really cool bottle. Now, before I continue, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys, okay? Liking, subscribing, and watching the ads is a great big deal to this channel as we head towards 25,000 subscribers. So please continue all your support, guys. Deep dive into my over 800 no hype videos. Enjoy. I've got a lot of them. If you like no hype breakdowns, full breakdowns of fragrances, this is the spot. Thank you very much for all your support. And the fragrance that we'll be talking about today is none other than the latest Argos fragrance that I am sure if you've heard about this fragrance, a lot of y'all are looking for a no hype breakdown of it. This is none other than Argos Neptunes Trident. Yes, Argos Neptunes Trident. Now, full disclosure, this bottle is from Argos. I'm a firm believer in the house, in the brand, and I really like their conceptualization and a lot of their fragrances that have released, I really like, okay? Now, also, side note, I also want to thank Joey from Scent Rush, who also sent me a decant of this actually way before I got the bottle. So thank you, Joey, as well. And thank you, Argos. Now, this fragrance right here, Neptune's Trident, I caught wind of this way back, guys, when Argos themselves told me about this. I think it was before I reviewed Charon's Veil. And I got excited because, come on, the concept of it, it's Neptune, all right? The god or the king of the sea. And when we think about Neptune, we think about all the possible marine aquatic permutations that could happen that Argos could deliver. So that got me truly excited. And the fact that obviously this is their pre-spring release to set up, fragrances that you might use for the springtime. And although it is still pretty cold right here in California, fall, winter fragrances are very much in play here because of all the storms and the rain. There are a lot of places in the world right now that's hot and humid, and, it's really nice and springy. All right, so I don't know if that's a word, springy. But anyways, this is Neptune's Trident. Can't wait to tell you all about this, guys. I'm excited to spray this and give you guys this breakdown. Let's go spray this thing right now. Okay, guys, now let's talk about this fragrance right here, Argos Neptune's Trident. Now, one thing to take note of is that there's a stark difference between the notes posted online on their website as well as the box right here that this is in. Now, what's really interesting is that although there are differences, I can definitely smell the notes that are, some are listed on the website and some are listed in the box. So either way, I'll give you guys my own breakdown of what I can actually prominently smell in Neptune's Trident. All right, now let's start with this opening, guys, and this opening really shocked me. All right, by this time I have smelled over 1,000 perfumes, and I'm pretty sure I'm used to a lot of scent profiles. And like I said, I definitely assumed that this was going to be some sort of aquatic marine fragrance. Turned out it wasn't. It wasn't an aquatic marine fragrance whatsoever. The thing that greeted me, guys, was a very strong citrus cologne petitgrain combo. And petitgrain has hints of bitter green and woods, and it was really a strong citrus component. I would say bitter orange plus bergamot plus the petitgrain created this very strong, gentlemanly cologne intro. And this definitely will, throw you into a loop if you're actually expecting something marine, because it is not. However, this for sure, this intro right here is pure gent scent. This is the type of smells that, I love when I wear Tamin Fanfare, Neroli Portofino, Nishane Wulong Cha, and Colonies. Like, this is the type of gent scent cologne that instantly transports me to Amalfi, for example, Amalfi in Italy on vacation. All right, so this is a very gent scent, very familiar citrus petitgrain combo that greets you at the intro right here, and it is at a strong amount. Now, although you will not get that Neptune type intro, one thing I can say is that this fragrance off the top is actually very usable. So this is the type of fragrance that you can bring on vacation, but it also doubles down as a gentlemanly scent that you can wear in semi-formal to formal occasions. It's definitely got that semi-formal to formal vibe of, petitgrain, bitter green, citrus, and then eventually you're gonna get very notable lavender and cardamom to really create the aromatic presence of this fragrance. And like I said, the citrus cologne component is very strong in this intro. Okay, now let's head into the mid of this fragrance right here, Argos Neptunes Trident. Now, that strong cologne, that bitter green, bitter orange, citrus, bergamot start is really quite impactful, guys. Now, the mid is also a continuance, and it will feel kind of linear because you are going to get aromatic lavender here, as well as lingering sweet jasmine and orange blossom. These nice florals that continue that lingering mood enhancing start. But the big ingredient, or the big thing right here in the mid of Neptune's Trident, is a double dose of tea. That's right, a double dose of black and green tea. And this profile now makes sense. If you've ever tried fragrances like Oolong Cha and others, you know that this is kind of like a nice progression from a cologne-like citrus aromatic now into still aromatic, but with a calming double dose of tea. And I like this, of course, because it's very calming, it's very nice, it's very settled in, and very Gen-scent. It's a nice like continuation from a very strong, impactful start, guys. It kind of settles into this mid. And because you have a double dose of tea, that makes this mid last pretty long. I would say that the dry down here starts at the 7-hour mark of this fragrance, and that gives you a very long coverage of this aromatic lavender, sweet, lingering orange blossom florals, jasmine, with that double dose of tea. So it's a nice tea mid right here. Okay, now let's talk about initial sillage and projection of this fragrance. Obviously, the first part is strong. Okay, it is very strong and impactful. And, it's funny because the sprayer of this isn't really like a drencher. And I would say that even when I tested a decant of this, I still got the same result, okay? And that's still a very impactful citrus start. And that was pretty strong. And then eventually it became a nice lingering scent with some, of course, bitter and spicy draw-in properties, guys. But I would say it's mostly a nice lingering scent. People around you will definitely smell you with a nice scent trail. But more importantly, I feel like it's a combo of, depending on when people will smell you, mood enhancing when they meet you, mood calming once we get to the mid, which really happens, I would say, seamlessly in this fragrance because it's a nice seamless transition. Maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes, the tea starts coming in, and depending on when people will smell you, it's either mood calming or mood enhancing. Okay, now let's head into the dry down of Argos Neptune's Trident. And this dry down starts, I would say, in the 7-hour mark. Okay, not immediate, because you're gonna get a long double dose of that tea, that whole tea with jasmine and orange blossom, some aromatic lavender in the mid to really prolong that coverage of the mid. This dry down, I would say, is probably the most marine out of everything. And like I said, I mean, this might throw you off. And, the first parts are more of like a vacation type of scent to me. I've had other scents that kind of smell like this. And to me, I think about Amalfi Coast, I think about Greece, those types of vacations. Tel Aviv, Tel Aviv's not fine right now, but I've been to Tel Aviv, nice beaches as well. And this one right here, the dry down, still though, although there are marine properties right here in the dry down of this fragrance, it doesn't give away the gent scent part because you already have the cologne, you already have the bitter greens, you already have the lavender, you already have the tea. So this dry down right here still has vetiver, it still has sandalwood and musk, And it's kind of like a light musk, okay? It's not a heavy gradient musk. It's kind of like a light watery musk that goes with, the vetiver, the comforting vetiver. There's also soft iris and some ambergris that, like I said, that's maybe the slightest bit of marine here, and the powder basically to create a comforting but still a lingering dry down. And like I said, this fragrance doesn't have any gradient fade to black properties. So I don't know, it says that there's labdanum here, and I wasn't able to smell that whatsoever. And again, that's the disparity between the box notes and the website notes. But for me, the strongest ones, definitely vetiver, light musk, ambergris, right here in this fragrance. It is a non-gradient fade to black dry down, but nevertheless feels comfortable, powdery marine here in the ending of Neptune's Trident. Okay, so what do I think of this fragrance right here, Argos Neptune's Trident? I think that this is the entry of Argos here that is going to compete with fragrances like LV's Imagination, Wulong Cha by Nishane and Colonies, Tamine Fanfare, and other mojito, petty grain fragrances with tea. All right, I think that this is their intro into the mix, and it is a formidable fragrance. Just do not expect a marine aquatic fragrance. I warned you guys from the intro, and now this is definitely a gent scent cologne. All right, it is a gentlemanly cologne that has a wide range of uses, but definitely not any like marine or aquatic accords that you get with other marine or aquatic fragrances. All right, but with that being said, I still like it. I really think that it's a very usable one, and I have many fragrances that do the same thing. So this could be a standalone if you don't have a classic men's gent scent cologne with tea, because the tea here with its calming properties is really the kicker. It's actually the nice part, and everything else I've smelled in other fragrances, but the double dose of tea I really like, as well as that comforting dry down with some ambergris, some musks, some vetiver. Definitely a very, very usable gent scent. Usage-wise, this is obviously going to be your spring-summer perfume by Argos, all right? I mean, definitely warmer weather. Once that warmer weather greets you, or if you're already there, that's your weather and climate normally, then Neptune's Trident is a perfect one. But it's also formal in a way, you know? It's got its like upscale, formal vibe that I feel would be also perfect for those kind of like middle-aged men, slightly mature, that are on vacation or would like to wear a suit in like a gala, right? I think that this is so like usable in many, many ways because of the mix of notes here. I think it's definitely lovely. And to me, it is a grabber to upscale grabber for warm weather all the way up to AC environments, guys. And the thing is, though, is that it's also resilient. So even in the cold weather right now in California, I get to wear this. It's still very resilient to the cold. Now, total performance of this fragrance, guys, is 12 hours, maybe even plus. And the thing I'm going to say, though, is that the latter part gets kind of soft in the 10-hour mark. And that makes sense because this is not a fall-winter fragrance, okay? You want lingering musks, lingering ambergris, and, comforting vetiver. So don't expect like a thick dry down, but to me, with 7 sprays of, this full bottle right here that I did, I got up to 12 hours on this scent. So it's still really decent performance on Argos Neptune's Trident. And finally, let's look at the cost, guys. This one right here is $315. I feel like if you're a fan of Argos, you're gonna buy this anyways because they're just very good at releasing a comprehensive, set of fragrances. Like my last review was Sharon's Veil, and I was quite impressed with that one. It was a rose fragrance that, reminded me of one of my favorites, Carbon Sapphire. And then prior to that, Sacred Flame, which was very unique on its own. And then you have this one right here, which, like I said, I feel they're going to compete with LV Imagination and other like tea citrus based scents. And so if you want to try it, I don't know if Argos, they're selling decants, or you can go to Scent Rush for that. But I think that if you understand that this is a gentlemanly citrus bitter green, green tea scent with vetiver and musk. I feel like this could be a blind buy if you understand what this is for. All right. 300, I understand, is not cheap. But like I said, Argos really never fails in the presentation. It definitely looks very expensive anyways. But the juice itself is going to be very usable. So if you decide to buy straight up 100 ml of this one, without a doubt, you're going to use it. That's the thing. So this, although it has this amazing Neptune plaque, will not be for display purposes only because of the wide range of usage of this one. I feel like this is a very usable one as well. So it doesn't hurt to buy a full bottle of this one. But if you want to try it, Scent Rush is there as well. Ultimately, I like this style of scent, this type of scent profile, because I don't normally collect a lot of gent scent fragrances, but when I do, it's good to have like 2 or 3 gent scent fragrances that really, give this like semi-formal to formal type of vibe of a man. And I feel like this is definitely one of them. Must try this Argos Neptunes Trident. All right. And that is it. That is my no hype review on this fragrance. Again, I want to thank Joey from Scent Rush for sending the decant way early, and for Argos for sending the full bottle for me to use, because I definitely will. I am headed to Asia and it's going to be a little bit warmer when I get there. So 100% I will bring my full bottle of Neptune's Trident to wear, whether I'm, walking around the cherry blossoms or, I'm going to like a really nice Bulgari restaurant while I'm out in Tokyo. Can't wait to wear this over there, guys. So thank you, Argos. And I will see you guys on the next video. I'm going to talk about a whole bunch of fragrances, guys. Sorry, I've just been working like a dog. Okay. And now that I have some days off, can't wait to, give you guys some of these results from a lot of my testing, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. God bless. Take care. Peace.